Akademiks here. And this story that's jumped up across my screen says Macklemore thinks that Kendrick Lamar should win the Grammy for Best Rap Album. He thinks Kendrick should win the Grammy for Best Rap Album over himself, who's also nominated for the category. So, of course, Kendrick's nominated for Best Rap Album for Good Kid, Mad City. And Macklemore's nominated for The Heist. And he comes out and says, hey, for that category, Kendrick should win it because I think if I win it, hip-hop would be heated. Now, I have a few problems with what he said. The first problem I have with it is conceding. I don't like when people concede victories. I don't like, this is hip-hop. Even if you do feel that Kendrick had the better album, I don't want to hear you come out and say, yo, his album's better than mine, just give it to him. Don't listen to the Kanye West mentality where it's like, oh, if someone else had a better video than me, I'll come out and say, no, give it to them. No, I don't want to hear that. Let the committee, let the fans debate. Leave that to the people who are consuming the music. Don't just come out, fold like a cheap suit. We don't want to hear that. So him conceding was a little bit troubling. I'm like, why is he just conceding like that? But then it leads me to my second point. He wasn't really just conceding that victory or saying, hey, I'm going to just throw my verbal vote to Kendrick just to appease everyone or state his real opinion. He was obviously just trying to, number one, cover his ass, and secondly, play that whole reverse psychology bullshit on fans and the whole hip-hop in general. Number one, he's covering his ass because, let's be honest, we've seen how he's done at other award shows, VMAs, we've seen other shows that's really given him pretty much all the awards for hip-hop. They just throw it to Macklemore. So he's kind of saying, before the Grammys just kind of give me this win over some credible albums that you guys think should get it, I'm just going to let you guys know that I'm not with that. I'm really with you guys. They're just giving it to me. Let's blame them. Clear sucker shit. So you're just covering your own ass. Secondly, you're hitting us with the reverse psychology. And you're not only hitting us, you're hitting the whole panel that decides the awards saying, hey, listen, hip-hop, I mean, we're progressive where I could drop a rap album with a song called Same Love that's also nominated for a Grammy. But we're not that progressive that you could just give a Grammy nomination, or not even a Grammy nomination, you give me a Grammy for a win with an album that isn't critically acclaimed as other albums are on that list, i.e. Good Kid, Mad City. We also got Drake that had Nothing Was the Same, and we also had Jay-Z with Magna Carta, Holy Grail. Personally, I think this is a year of Jigga. He's going to win. Magna Carta, Holy Grail is going to win. I think my man Champagne Papi, a.k.a. Drake, the light-skinned Keith Sweat, he didn't come with an undeniable classic like Take Care, and the cultural impact wasn't different than it was when he dropped Take Care. So I don't think he'll repeat with the Grammy. However, I think the way how Jay-Z just impacted the culture with his marketing strategies, even his songs, just how he did everything, even the tour. This is very important. Like, you guys got to realize the cultural aspect of how the Grammys give out awards is not just based on music. It's not a bunch of music nerds that just listen to rap and be like, okay, we think this sounds the best. Kendrick also has a great shot at winning this award just because he really shook things up. He shook things up with Control, and it was the first time in a really long while that we had a really cohesive storytelling album that pretty much, I would say 99% of hip-hop consider that piece as classic. However, we've seen funny things happen at the Grammys before. Nas has never won a Grammy. He's been nominated like, I believe, 13 times. He's never won. Macklemore coming out and say that, I'm telling you, he's not only covering his ass in case he does win, which I think he has a great possibility of winning, even though he's nominated 7 times and he could possibly win in those other 6 categories, which I definitely think he's going to win for like Same Love. I think the Grammys, they love anything that applaud really the pushing forward of the homosexual integration in music and actually accepting the gay community, which I'm not against, but the Grammys have showed that they're definitely for that type of movement. But I don't know. The way he came out and said it, it seems like he's trying to, as I said, cover his ass, and afterwards he's trying to play that reverse psychology on fans, where fans are now going to think that, wait, okay, he doesn't want to win. So if he does win, we knew he didn't want to win. So let's not get mad at what he stands for. Let's not get mad at like the songs he put out. Let's not get mad at that his album wasn't completely, or most would say isn't completely targeted, or it wasn't completely based for the traditional hip-hop lover. We can't get mad at that because he's clearly coming out and saying, you know what I mean, he didn't want it. That's that reverse psychology. Stop your lying, Macklemore. You definitely want it. So you just got to be honest, and you just got to not speak on it. This is hip-hop. It's still competitive. You, in the same interview with The Source, he said that he does think his album is like one of the best works in the last year. So his best body of work, he said, is underappreciated because of some of the singles got so big. But then he's going to then suck around by saying, well, when it comes to the rap category, well, I think hip-hop is going to be so heated, just give it Kendrick. It's better if you say, we'll see what happens, or even defend your craft, defend your album. Don't just lay down and fold. But overall, in that category, if I was going to give my pick, I would say we're going to give it to Kendrick. I think Kendrick deserves that category. But the Grammys, they never really go by what most real avid hip-hop listeners go by. They usually go by a lot more other things. Sales, cultural impact, just how that album really affected the pop world. Their criteria is a little bit weird, but of course it's not a hip-hop award show. So they're allowed to have different criteria. So I'm thinking Jay-Z's going to win. I think Kendrick should win. I think Jay-Z's going to win. But they might pull a fast one on us and just give it to Macklemore. And Macklemore set it up perfectly that if they did give it to him, he has crossed his T's and he's dotted his I's. So let me know what you guys think about this. You think that Macklemore is just being a bitch? You think that Macklemore is actually just being honest, like, yo, Kendrick deserves this? But you also got to remember what he said right before he said Kendrick should get it. He said hip-hop's going to be heated if he wins. So let me know what you guys think. Hit me on that Twitter, hit me on that Facebook, subscribe. Make sure you guys follow DJ Akademiks at I'm Akademiks on Twitter, and just give me some feedback, you know what I mean? So once again, it's your boy. I'm out.